If I was asking you today, what are you passionate about? Would you be able to answer to me straight away, or would you start freaking out and getting stressed and feeling the pressure about the fact that you've not found your passion yet in life? Usually, this topic of passion is an anxiogenic one for most people. If you've already gone through some job interviews and they ask you, what are you passionate about? And you struggle to answer, you are not the only one. Passion is a word that feels very big for most people. It's something that feels like there need to be like very, very intense emotion. There needs to be a sense of full enthusiasm, 100% engagement. There is a sense of, I need to be fascinated by a certain topic for the rest of my life. There is really a lot of commitment used in the word passion that most people do not necessarily relate to. And usually, because we have this kind of beliefs that passion is such this big sangral, this big ideal, that sometimes we don't reach it. And we don't reach it because we are putting the bar basically so high. We are, we are searching for something that seems to be unreachable. And sometimes we just get resigned. We get used to have maybe some strong interests, maybe things we love to do, but not something that is making us feel fully alive, not something that is making us feel, at a whole different level of engagement. And I want to be the one saying that to you. You deserve to bring passion in your life. You deserve to feel more alive. You deserve to have something that is helping you wake up in the morning and say, yes, I'm going to have a great day because I'm passionate about this thing in particular today in my life. And I just want to discuss with you today a couple of myths that actually are around passion, that created this type of perfectionist mindset that, you need to find your passion absolutely, otherwise you cannot start your life or you will go through life without anything. So I want to break a couple of them just to make sure that you can start working towards bringing more passion in your life and feeling more alive. The first big myth around passion is a very simple one, is that sometimes we think that passion is coming our way on its own. Like one day we are going to be struck down by lightning, or we need to be one of the lucky person who just run out by complete randomness into their passion. And that happens to a couple of people. Some people naturally find passion very early in their life. But overall, passion is not a character trait. Passion is not a skill that you have. It's something that you need to bring intentionally to. It's something that you need to work on if you want to find it. And usually I hear people saying, oh, but I don't know where to start. And it's like, start anyway. Start somewhere. Passion, you are going to discover it if you start putting yourself out there, if you start being curious, maybe exploring activities that you say, maybe, I don't know, maybe it seems like cool or fun from far away. Let's say yes to that. Maybe it's something that you had in the past say no at the time because it did not feel like you, but maybe now you're like, oh, you know what, let's say yes to this for once. Maybe you need to get exposed to a whole different group of people that can, give you new ideas of things that you could be trying that could become a passion later on. And basically here is just go for it, try a couple of things, explore, do it with fun and with enthusiasm. And whenever you start feeling, oh, there is a little spark there. There is something that, it resonated with me today. I think it was fun. Oh, maybe let me, go explore further. Keep trying for a couple of weeks, maybe, or months, just to dive in a little bit further, try to immerse a little bit more, because that's going to help you filter and say, oh, you know what, yes, that's something I see myself doing on the long term. That's something I see myself, oh, you know what, I've done it a couple of times now. I still like it. So let's go even further. So step number one, don't wait for passion to come your way. Go after passion, try things, be curious, start exploring. The myth number two that happens with passion is that most people think that once you find your passion, your life can start. Everything is going to be easier after. And because of that, we put such a big, very high bar on, okay, my passion, the one when I found it, it needs to be my ideal. Straight away, finding passion should be an outcome. The ideal has to be perfect. I should know exactly what my passion is. And it's like, passion is not an outcome. Passion is a journey. Your life doesn't start being easy once you're passionate. Actually, it might even be more complex because, once you start being passionate, you're going to be obsessed by the topic. You're going to spend hours learning about it. You are going to maybe need to get some training to become better in the area where you are enjoying your time. Sometimes you might have to say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice some other activities that maybe that you might enjoy as well, like relationships or meeting friends or whatever, that is a bit more short-term reward, because you say, you know what, I have this passion and I want to make it work on the long term. So passion is is a journey. It's something that you have to cultivate. And that means that you don't need to put so much pressure on finding it. You can just say, okay, that's a long-term journey. I'm going to explore. I'm going to, try things, enjoy, keep trying, keep finding different angles, and see it as a journey, see it as what you can get every day from it. Is going to remove the pressure of, no, I need to find it. I need to be able to define it. Absolutely. I need to know exactly what it is. That's going to remove a big chunk of pressure. So just focus on the journey, focus on, the confidence you're building on the way, focus on the happiness it brings you, on the aliveness it brings you, not just on one outcome. Yes, I need to find my passion, tick a box. That's not going to work like this. And then myth number 3 that is also quite frequent is that most people think I'm only going to have one passion in my life. Passion is something I'm going to find one day, and then for the rest of my days until I die, I'm only going to focus on that and being obsessed with that. And that's, again, this is a very, very big pressure you're putting on yourself there. And it doesn't have to be that way. What you love today, what you're passionate about today, might not be what you're passionate about tomorrow. Maybe, maybe on the long term, you need to bring new variety, you need to explore new facets on the same area, or maybe you're going to run into a whole different type of passion, a whole different field that you're going to dive in. And that's perfectly normal. You are a human being, you are meant to grow, you are meant to evolve, you are meant to enjoy variety. So it's perfectly normal. And it's really perfectly normal as well to say, I'm going to change my mind. And okay, this passion I had when I was younger, maybe I'm going to park it and I'm going to go explore this other one. Perfectly okay. What I really, would like to encourage you there is like, I don't mind how many passion you have in life, but try to have at least one running all the time. Passion is really what makes you feel alive, what makes you feel engaged. And you should be more scared by not finding something that makes you feel engaged and alive like this versus, being scared of, I need to find only one thing. And what if I don't like it? This is all limiting beliefs. So really think about it like, you need to just find something that makes you alive. Go after this constant search for aliveness. Be intentional there. Make sure that every day you create some opportunities to run into a new passion or to keep cultivating the current passion you have. And you're going to see, if you ditch the idea that passion happens by miracle, if you ditch the idea that passion is an outcome and you look at it like a journey, and if you start thinking about, there is no pressure for me, I can find different passions at different stages of my life, that's going to make your life much simpler. So go and have a look, start exploring, start finding the sparks, follow the sparks, cultivate the sparks, and I wish you a life with more aliveness.